Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Bejeweled 3. Let's hop into it. There's no reason to delay. So we need to get to two different places here. So let's jump into Classic, I guess, to start with, to warm up. So it is my goal to get to level 5. It's my secondary goal to get to 500,000 points by level 5, which I think probably is a lot bigger of an ask than you would think, because I think when you're done with level 5, I think for Classic Bejeweled, that's it. It's kind of odd that the game would ever have a stopping point, but I guess that's the difference between Zin and Classic, where Zin will just go on forever, or at least theoretically go on forever, and Classic seems to stop as soon as you actually run out of space. So the trick here all comes down to, let's see, what happens when we merge these two. Like, the reason why I want 500,000 is that's the platinum level of... what am I trying to say here? Of achievements that they have for each of the play types. Or at least each of the main play types. Where that's realistic to get it. The things that have a high score all want you to get over 500,000, which is kind of weird because it seems like to be number 1 on the leaderboard you only need 300,000, but that's the gold level tier. So it seems almost like in adding achievements that ask you to do more, they've expanded the number of challenges. There's also a challenge to destroy 90 gems in one move, and several achievements below that. We've already gotten to the silver level in those badges. I'm not gonna call them badges though. It's kind of odd that they even call them badges, because when this game would have come out on like the Xbox 360 or PS4, neither one of those systems would have used the phrasing badges either. So they created their own system, it seems. It doesn't feel like the timing changes anything here. So I probably should be saving up till the 5th level to use things like this, and then the first 4 levels should just all be build up. Let's see what happens if I do that. Well, that didn't quite work the way I'd hoped. But also it feels like you could, whether it's actually true or not, you can make a pretty good argument here that a lot of your chances of winning are just random chance. So, like, you might just have to play this game way more than you might want to if you're trying to get all of the achievements. I have several games already that I'm trying to get all the achievements for. Like Plague Inc. Evolved, for instance, is a game that I've covered some of which, but they've added new content, and there we go, on level 3 this time. And that was only 15,000 points, so that felt a lot more like luck than anything else. We may very well end up spending just an entirety of an hour doing classic one recording. But right now let's do poker. Make poker hands with gym matches. Better hands earn more credits. Win 3,000 credits into the fewer hands. I am confused as to what to do, but I imagine that was good. But now what? Like, apparently I can get a Spectrum for 100 already. Now what do I do? See, this feels like strategy, but it feels like a strategy that is woefully unexplained. Green. Now we have a pair. We went from Spectrum to pair. Well, now we have two pair. So if I can do this, full house, because you can't do or three of a kind, I suppose, but you can't really do three of a kind. Yeah, I guess if I get three of a kind, that would also be a full house, so it's too late for that. So instead I can get either a red one or an orange one. Or a yellow one, maybe. Let's see what happens here. Okay, so we got two pair. Now do we have a reset of 10 moves? No. No, 10 poker hands. Okay. So that first one, I guess, could have been a setup. And we could have done a lot of things that we didn't do. So if I can just get one more red, I can get a full house. But ideally, you would want, and then apparently I got some kind of bonus for the using special cards. Like ideally you want a flush, because it doesn't seem like there's any straights or straight flushes. So, red. Then green, then two. Interesting. So if you do two at the same time, that opens up the door for some shenanigans. So 350. That was just a standard 350. We need to get 3,000. This is a little slow. Feels like unless you're playing lightning mode, you can just almost accidentally turn this game into being rather slow. Let's just go with blue this time and see what that does. Orange, red, yellow, green, blue. But let's do that first. Spectrum for 100 plus a couple. So getting Spectrum is not a good move. Three of a kind. Four of a kind. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's enough variety in what you get here. Flush does give you 250 more than four of a kind, so going for a flush makes sense, but it seems unlikely that you would actually have that happen unless this game is going to specifically hand pick the items it is handing you. Which I don't know if it really is doing that. Let's see. I need a yellow to get a favorite kind. And then there's really not enough orange to get that, so let's go greens. And green. And I really don't have any more greens to go. So, take purple. And we'll take that. That was pointless. That was totally the wrong thing to do. See, 2 hands left, and I don't see why we would mess this up too much. So there's red. And there's a red. We could get a couple silvers. Although it seems like maybe I needed to play that differently. Let's see, just go for the full house. I don't see any reason. And we only need 100 points left. So that's going to be relatively easy. I don't know if red's really the one to go for though. What would happen if we were to do this? That was not what I intended to have happen. I didn't think it was going to add anything with the hypercube. So I can go Spectrum, or I can go like nothing else. So just go Spectrum. Because I guess that was the only thing you had a chance to actually complete. I'm not finding poker amazingly great. Let's try Ice Storm. Ice is creeping up the board. Knock ice down by making matches above or below it. Match 150 gems before the ice reaches the top of the board. This seems a lot similar to the buried treasure one, although maybe there's a slight difference here in that the speed is fast. Like this is faster than lightning is. What am I doing? So it either gives you a little bit of time or something, but this really is a nightmare. This is too fast. I don't know how much of this I could really play on screen without that need to focus more. Because you know, criticizing and talking about a game certainly is not the easiest thing to do while also playing a game. still struggling. And see, I don't think I'm anywhere like super close. Like maybe I am. Maybe not. I was 3 away. Yeah, immediately I don't like that. Immediately I find out that one too much of a challenge, too much of a rush. Probably shouldn't have used that at that level. Probably shouldn't have used that too. It seems like the game is taking pity on me now and giving me all sorts of hypercubes it shouldn't be giving me. Come on. Yeah, it really does seem like sometimes it's just kind of luck. It's nothing but luck. Break that. Break that. Break that. Break that. I can see the point of the hypercube now. But even if you get the ice gone, it's only gone for the briefest of seconds. You need an explosive hypercube just to keep the matches going. I don't even think you could cheat this. Like, honestly, I don't think you could just go hint, show me something, and then do it. Alright, I'm gonna wait till the very last second to use that, if at all possible. But man, there's too many options, and with the too many options in front of my face like that, it's hard to maintain a visible focus on the ones that are important to things that need changes, or you know, just moving too. I could just be moving instead of trying something different. Got a couple of free matches there. And lower some gems. And I've run out of safeties. So I just lucked out there. And that's really no way to beat something. Okay, Stratamax II. So these strategic levels seem to be specifically set up. So I wonder if it's the exact same level every time. Could you just follow a walkthrough of some sort and use that to your advantage? To win in just a few steps. And the goal here is to, in less than 20 moves, 18 now, to get rid of 130 tiles, which is not going to be super easy to do. And it kind of feels like the game is not giving you these flame things, but I guess it is. It just didn't earn any up until that point. So we're at 83, we have 9 moves left. That doesn't seem too bad. Seems like we could probably pull this off on the first try. That's kind of nice. It feels like some of these should just be done on the first try if you're trying to have the kind of experience I'm trying to have with this game, which most players, you know, in modern time probably do want to have a shorter beginning and end type gameplay. They don't want to become married to this old game for the next month of their life. Well, I can get 3. I have 3 moves, and I need to get I need to get 8 more. I can do this, and that does 6. So I think that actually wins. So now I need to do 2 more. Clearly I'm going to win. But I was close. Certainly. That wasn't an easy walk in the park. Uncover 3 treasures, don't let sand cover them back up. Sandstorm, a new gameplay mode that apparently you're just not going to let's see, you're just not going to get to play this in an open environment. Okay, I think I've got a general idea of what we need to do. It's kind of ridiculous, because you've got to, I imagine, uncover these areas and then leave them uncovered, which the sand doesn't fall. So this is basically just the opposite of the gold quest, where you had to oh darn it, it's coming all back. Is this happening because I hit a specific time, or is it happening because I'm just not playing fast enough? This is BS. I'm noticing a lot of these levels don't feel like they are completely thought out or designed with any kind of play testing or quality checking on them. It's starting to feel a lot like Candy Crush, where the game may have engines and systems behind it designed to screw you up in your gameplay and make it impossible to win, which is exactly what happens in Candy Crush. It's literally programmed to make it impossible for you to win sometimes. I'm supposed to have all 3, or am I supposed to have just 1? Because if it was just 1, I think at this point I could do it. I could get this 1 uncovered, maybe. Time up. Nope, it seems like you have to have them all. And they seem to be in random places, which, okay, I see it. See how this works now. It makes a little bit more sense. If you can successfully uncover them, they are just kind of successfully uncovered forever. Let's get rid of them. And do that, and here comes the sand blowing it back up. Do that. If I can just uncover one more thing. If I could just now uncover that, that'd be great. Let's play that. Well, it seems like you can get one. Am I gonna get another 2 minutes at the end of this? I don't think so. Yeah, so I'd have to get extremely lucky right now and get some kind of crazy combo to clear off this part. Maybe the explosion would have worked. So yes, you only have 2 minutes to do all of them. And so as soon as you find one, that should be your focus, but that doesn't inherently mean you can focus on that one. Let's see. That's one down. And we're making matches that don't really matter. It's gotta be somewhere over here. Yes. Seems like they're kind of consistent on where they place them. There seems to be some dead zones or perhaps layouts that have been pre-programmed. Give me a hint. Give me another hint. Yeah, make a match way over here because that's really going to change the board. I'm already starting to get frustrated with this game. Just you know, just go ahead and reset. Save yourself some time. Like, save everybody involved some time and admit defeat early. That's one, and that's probably the bigger of the... It seems like the rest of these are in areas where maybe I can get to them. Maybe I can get rid of them, maybe I can't. If it's way up here, then I pretty much can only do one kind of move to get it to return. Almost there. Just one more match. There we go. So now this has to be cleared. Oh man, if I could just get one more blue. How can I get one more blue? Give me a hint. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Now the pressure's on. Yes, this is too much. It's asking too much. I know I'm early into the life cycle here of playing this game. Like, give it a few hours of play through and I'd become an expert. And everything would be fine, but really just don't have that luxury. Man, I was one piece of sand away. One piece of sand. Let's see. And that doesn't help anything by doing that. That doesn't help anything by doing that. Apparently this is a yellow, not an orange. The glowingness of them makes it slightly hard to tell. I got it. So now I just need this last one. This top level section. Oh, darn it, it came back. Darn you, sand. Just need blue. And I'll never find it. It's definitely not doing me any favors by playing these pieces so high up. If they were closer to the bottom of the screen, I would have gotten this by now. Like one blue. All we need is blue. That's just not gonna happen. Yeah, I'm finding this one particularly irritating because it just doesn't feel like it's my fault. Games, particularly puzzle games or strategy games like this, I want the game to be fair but challenging, I guess is a good way to express it. This doesn't feel fair, so while it does certainly feel challenging, who cares? We can, in our heads, pretty quickly and easily just blame the game for being random, and that excuses any bad play on my part. Man, I was almost there too. I almost got it. That was ridiculous. We were really close. Got that. And we got that. So do we have a victory?
Quest completed.
The game took its sweet time to tell me I'd won. And then you don't get any real reward for that. So one more piece done. Let's see if there's supposed to be 4 quests done. I doubt what we're gonna have happen here is that I'll get all the quests done. So balance, match 15 red and blue, but keep things balanced. Avalanche, buried treasure, time bomb. I guess we kind of need to do all of these because it doesn't seem like there's too much repetition here. These are all repetitive, but of things we haven't done before. So let's make a focus, since we have a limited amount of time in which I'm going to cover this game, to try to cover all of these things. Only special dreams can destroy the wall. Use them to blast the entire wall before the time runs out. Yes, this is straight up Candy Crush. Which, of course, I'm pretty sure Candy Crush came much later than Bejeweled did. That's an orange one, not a yellow one. And apparently the explosions are only one brick away. I wouldn't have thought that was the case. Got it. And that certainly felt like that was just luck. So we're getting like a flask or vial, a book, a cup, poker 2, butterflies 3, avalanche 3. I don't think we've done avalanche. I think we probably have done gold rush. We've definitely done Stratamax. So let's do avalanche. Gems drop after each move. Match 100 gems before it fills up the board completely. So just always then make the best move possible. That's not an incredibly demanding challenge. It will just get crazy real fast. And we'll have to try and keep things pretty balanced, unless these question marks are indicators of something that I don't know about. It seems like you get 5 pieces out of what is actually 8 slots each turn. Is there anything that indicates where they fall? Or is it just wherever you play? Let's see, I might as well go for a hint right now. Now we have an explosive one. And can play this. Might as well just use the hint quick and early. I've done 29 of 100 matches needed. That's really, really small. That was at 29 of 100 gems. So if I could get a match here and blow this up, that might get rid of a good 9 or so. Seems like we're doomed. No. I don't want to come off super pessimistic here, but it seems like we're kind of doomed. Right. If we did this and then that. Buys us a little bit of time. That buys us some time. That buys us some time. Let's see. So 86 of 100, seems like we might be able to pull this off. I wasn't feeling too good about it. Still not sure I'm 100% sold, but it worked. Nice. So let's do time bomb. bomb gems count down every move. Destroy 15 bomb gems. Don't let them count down to 0. These are all concepts that I've seen in other puzzle matching games, but I have a feeling they very well may have been introduced in Bejeweled. I would potentially argue Bejeweled might have been the predecessor to modern day puzzle matching games. Almost certainly there was some Atari or a PC DOS game, something that was earlier, but I don't think you can just give it credit if it didn't inspire enough to be remembered in history or become the Kleenex of the brand in the sense that it's so this is a yellow one. It has to match with the yellow one. I've now figured this color scheme out. That was not making sense to me. Let's do this. And these time bombs don't blow up particularly. Well, this also means that they're going to be very much just at the top. So you seem like you could pretty easily get quagmired. Let's see what happens when we do this. That works. Let's see. Guess we'll just get rid of all the red ones. Yeah, it seems like it's very, very possible you could just run into a scenario where there just aren't going to be any similar colored gems near your time bomb. Otherwise, this is kind of boring. I think there's definitely a problem with the core concept here and just my level of entertainment with it. Like, it's something I've seen before. This is something I would say, if this were a mini game to a first-person shooter, if this was the hacking mini game that was required to be done, I'd be all cool with it. And by that I mean, if all of Bejeweled was the hacking mini game and you had to do it in several instances, I'd be cool with it. But since this is the main gameplay mechanic, I have to hold it to kind of a higher standard, and that high standard basically leads me to say this game is dull. It's a little too dull, and I'm certainly not the type. That was interesting. Certainly not the type to complain a lot about games being too slow. Like, I like fast-paced action games every now and then, but they generally tend to cause my fingers to hurt for all the mad button pressing that you're required to do. And certainly something like Street Fighter, where you're having to fight and press combos really fast. And we've got another achievement. I think we might have a goal here before we're done with the next few recordings and covering this series. Might have a goal to get everything in bronze. Let's see, what do we want to do? Let's do Alchemy again. Alchemy turns everything to gold. I probably don't have a good idea of which one of these would be the best one to do. So we have a limited number of moves, and we're trying to get as many vertical pieces as possible done. Because if I could get 3 more vertical, I'd be done. But I can't, so we'll go with horizontal. And can we do another horizontal anywhere? Doesn't seem like it, so let's go for explosive gem. There's a horizontal. If I did that, that does nothing for us. Here's that, clears that off. And explosions do work. So we've got 9 more moves. And there's a horizontal. And there we go. Darn it, I messed up that. So what gets us to where we want to go to get this here? That maybe helps. But it doesn't seem like it really does. We've got 3 moves left. I think I kind of have to do that. Well, this works to get me this one, but I don't see anything that works to get me this one. One move left. Yeah. I might as well just hit reset. And of course, I didn't memorize the beginning of these maps to see if perhaps they were the same everywhere. Nice little combo there. I could make a horizontal match here. I went too far. This is gonna be a pain, because I'm gonna end up making a lot of matches that aren't gonna help anyway. I'm concerned about this area in particular. That helped a little. Eight moves remaining. I don't see great solutions. Or any solutions. There's too much going on over here, and I can't get within 3 columns of this to make a match. Guess I'm just missing something. I think I'm way up here as far as matches are concerned. And I don't think actually there are any other matches to make. So I'm just going to continuously do this until I run out of moves. So I might as well just hit reset now, there's no chance. In fact, arguably, now I know these are different now at this point. You might do better just hitting reset several times. It's going to be a delicate balance to see if you're just hitting reset because you're frustrated versus if you're hitting reset because it's actually a bad start. But it definitely feels like there are bad starts. Things that are not going to have high chances of success. Layouts, they're not going to have high chances of success. Okay. This puts me in an interesting position because here this gets that row and I'm really at the top. So there's a high chance or a higher chance of success at least. We're not going to run into... There we go, got it. You're not going to run into something being way at the bottom and having to struggle to get to that point. Interesting, they turned into gems where before this they were, I guess these turned into rocks and these turned into gems. So it's like the gems you're collecting are unlocking something else. Let's see, we have Gold Rush 3, Butterflies 4, Alchemy, Avalanche, Ice Storm, Time Bomb, Balance. Balance was the one we haven't done yet. Let's try that one. Balance. Red gems add to the red weight, blue gems add to the blue weight. Match 30 red and blue, don't let either drop to the bottom. So 4. Oh, and it seems like this is a timed thing, which that was not what I was thinking this was going to be. Interesting. So now I've got a decent amount of time to set something up, I guess. Or try to keep things balanced. Let's see. Blue gems, do those all count? Yes. And red gems. Let's see. And we're done. Not too bad. Let's go with Ice Storm. I guess we'll just start up here. Ice is creeping up, match. Ice Storm was the one I particularly didn't like. Although there have been several I've particularly not liked, so... This one really might be one that's just too much for me. I could see a lot of struggle, a lot of desire to not do these sections. And that explains why you only have to do 4 of the potential 8 to move forward, at least. Certainly played some games where they've just said, no, you have to do them all or you can't progress, and boy, does that always suck. We got to about 120 of 240. Yeah, no thank you on those. I think you're better off playing Stratamax. I guess you're just gonna get instructions each time because the numbers are gonna keep on changing. Let's hit that. Hit that. We got 13 moves left, and we've done 1/3 of the things because I'm not really paying enough attention. I could certainly see myself losing attention pretty quickly in this game and just saying, look, I just want to spin the gems around. Let's see if it works. If it works, great. If it doesn't, whatever. So now we're halfway through, but we only have 7 moves remaining. Three moves remaining, and I need a considerable amount of gems. Like, a unrealistic amount of gems in 2 moves. So 1 move to the blue. Got lucky with Hypercube. Interesting. So let's just take a moment and let's look at the records / badges. I kind of feel like I would have preferred to have made it a little bit closer. I'm gonna have to double check, but I believe this is our 2nd hour into the game, and we didn't really succeed on getting the bronze level for Bejeweler. We haven't finished one of those levels to unlock that mode. Let's see. We are close to getting stellar bronze level. We apparently need to score 20,000 points during the last hurrah and final frenzy. In lightning mode, I don't even know what the last hurrah is. Score 100,000 points in lightning mode in general. We need to unlock poker, I think, as a mini game, and Ice Storm as a mini game, which those are inherently tied to actually succeeding in lightning mode or classic mode. And collect 5 artifacts, so we almost did that. Get a bunch of points in Diamond Mine, get a bunch of points in Butterflies. We probably by the end of the 5 hours will complete this. We line up 6 germs in a row to earn a badge. Probably could get that done. Reach level 10 in classic mode to earn this badge. So we now know classic mode goes up to at least level 10. And then get all the points to get the high scores. We also haven't really ranked up here, so this feels like a rank system of as few as maybe 5 levels, as high as I'm thinking maybe 30 levels. This certainly could be a system that just goes up and up and up forever, but if it doesn't seem like it's gonna go up very high. Let's see, apparently the back button is over here. That's what I was talking about last recording. Just having buttons, while they are fancy and cool to look at, but having them not be standard, not being in the standard places, that's a problem. I guess we tried classic on screen, so I'm gonna probably try classic off screen. That way we have a little bit more progress in between recordings, but I'm only going to give it maybe an hour of off-screen play, and then if I haven't unlocked this by getting to level 5, I'm just going to come back and we'll do more of the quest things. I think we'll get the quest parts done at the very least, or at least most of them. That's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend to follow me on any social media sites, there's a bunch of links down below on the description box. And if you want to support me, friend me on Steam, gift me a game. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.